in your submission, you were talking about the judge. I heard you say the woman, she's a judge, she shouldn't have written. Will the position of the House of Assembly be different if it was not a judge who wrote it?
Thank you. In spite of the fact that, the issue of competence came in, we waived that. We went into the petition and treated this as if it emanated from an ordinary citizen.
When you say you went into the petition,
that did not play a major role.
How did you go in?
Thank you. We examined all the issues raised in the petition line by line. For instance, you said the governor is ruling from Cuba. That's one allegation, ruling from afar off. And we discovered that the man had, visited Cuba last in 2005.
How did you discover?
Oh, we saw his travel documents. And he told us himself. So that's one. Two, you said he's been using state money to send himself and his family on for medical treatment abroad, almost on a monthly basis. We discovered that the man has not used a penny of Osun state money to treat himself.
Let me get the SCA on this one. I hope you're still there. So he's talked about they went through that petition line by line, and none of those was true.
Hello, can I just chip in a word?
Please do. Go ahead, please.
You see, if you look at, he said they went through line by line. If they went through line by line, if he's honest to himself, he will admit that the petition is self-explanatory and you don't need any evidence.
Well, listening.
Secondly, before the House delivered its verdict, Punch paper had already carried the opinion of some lawyers. Eminent lawyers phoned me to say, oh, they commented and they had contrary views, but the views were suppressed. Only those pro the governor was written in the law and use section of the Punch. And he said, just to stress the point that it was working great and they were working towards an answer.
I'm sorry, contrary views
had gone there.
Contrary views where?
Nothing contrary would have been found out.
Could you clarify? You talked about contrary.
Of that the judge could express her view. Eminent lawyers.
I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Do you mean that the 7-man committee invited some lawyers and then their views were suppressed?
No. He said they sought opinion.
Oh.
No, they did not. But they sought the views of the lawyers. And the Punch newspaper, the Monday before the verdict, had carried pro-government view that a judge is to be seen and not be heard. Those who said, no, we are living in different times. Look, how can you say a judge should not, when a judge's salary has not been paid, allowance shall not, the others may not, they may decide to keep quiet, but you see, we need courageous people in this country. We don't need cheaters and cover to talk. That is what the Osun situation is heading to.
But, some people will say that, your client descended into the arena. Do you agree with that? Because they also say that if tomorrow a case was brought, she's shown bias, as it were, in a particular matter, and that if a case involving this type of things, or the things that she's petitioned about, were brought before her, it was obvious what her judgment was going to be.
Yes, you see, thank God, the lady judge is being accused of corruption. Thank God for that. And if you see the antecedents of this judge, she's very, very upright, outspoken and very, very upright. How many judges are in Osun State? There are about 10 or 12. She does not allocate cases to herself. We have the chief judge. And the chief judge can decide to allocate a case to any of the judges. If you don't feel comfortable about a judge, my lord, we don't want you to take this matter. Take it away from you.
Did she realize the risk? Did your client realize the risk that she was taking when she decided to write this petition? Were you informed of the petition that she was writing?
I was not. Ordinarily, a lawyer would not be briefed before the event. So I was not aware. But after being briefed, I looked at the petition. And one other thing I will tell you, whatever documents they were requesting for, the civil servants, thank God the civil servants are also in the same position. And in any state, for a governor to succeed, you need the cooperation of the civil servants. For a governor to fail, you need the disaffection of the civil servants, because they are custodians of all these documents.
Now, what we're asking is this.
One thing that was they were out to do, just like they wanted in the previous administration, they rolled the senior advocates into prison. That they would have done that. Where did you get these documents? For the serving judge. Thank God she did not attend, but once the matter is in court, the documents will be there.
So you're saying that your client does have the documents, supporting documents.
She has them. The documents are there. And most of the allegations are they speak for themselves. They don't need any document to support. From all projects abandoned. Right up to Kwara State, all projects, what evidence do you need?
Do you think that your client was also, did she let her emotions get the better of her?
She was not emotional. She was not emotional at all. I have read the petition. There is no iota of emotion in the petition. Factual. And if you say you did not receive X as allocation, you have to substantiate that, not for her to prove that you received so much. Thank God the gentleman with you is a lawyer. The burden of proof, they say, will shift. She has made an allegation. And it is for the governor to say, this is what I received, not for her to come and prove it. She has said you received X amount. And they are saying, look, come and substantiate it. This is what is there. Newspaper publication is there. Channels publication, one of your correspondents said Osun State is a failed state.
Did she realize the risk that she was taking? Just a moment, sir, if I may come in here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Did she realize the risk that she was taking when she wrote this petition?
Yes, I can hear you. I will tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. The Arab upsurge did not just start. If people are cowards, we won't have the changes we're having now. And that is the position.
Okay, now
the Osun State people have been cowards. They will see that nobody will say anything. Nobody.
I'll come to you now.
They were scared.
Just a moment now.
Mind to say, no, this is not right. And that is why I'm not telling you, look at the limited clause of governors. It should be removed.
Okay, so I'll come to you in a moment.
President Obasanjo means well for this country.
I'll come to you in just a moment. If you'll hold the line just a moment.